Hey, Ben. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, honey. We are about to talk about ladies who list, okay? We got to get into it because it was a really good episode, okay? We just finished up our review for Ready to Love, excuse me, and it was a really good review. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, honey. Give me 1 second. I'm making some, switching, changing, rearranging, doing some things over here, honey. Okay. All right. So while I'm over here doing what I do, please be sure to like the video. Go ahead and share the video for me. If you got a Twitter and all that other great stuff, just hit that share button if you don't mind. And just go ahead and, share the video. Just do me that one little free favor. I would appreciate you, honey. Okay. Because sharing is indeed caring, and we are on our way to 20K. All right. So that's the focal. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into some things. Give me one more second, you guys. I just want to make sure that I got it all up, and then we're going to talk about it. I started the show after your review of the first episode and enjoyed the show. Great, fanboy. I am glad that you enjoyed it, honey, because it's definitely giving. It's definitely giving, honey. Give me 1 second. Let me put that over here so they know we live. All right, perfect. Okay, let's see. Y'all really like the show? Okay, I watched Selling Tampa after watching an episode of Ladies Who List, and I feel like, hold on, where'd it go? Wait a minute. I feel like Selling Tampa may be better. Okay. I feel like they about the same to me. Excuse me. What's up, Cola from San Fernando? Yes, ma'am, we are back. Ready to Love was good. Thank you. Hey, y'all, don't forget to like the video on your way in. Yes, please don't forget to like the video on your way in. What's up, Sharice? What's up, Keys? What's up, hey, D? What's going on? I'm trying to pin this comment about Portia. Okay, perfect. All right, y'all ready to talk? What's going on? Jen Lou from South Africa. What's up, honey? What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? Feel free to join in on the conversation over here on YouTube. We're talking about Ladies Who List ATL, okay? Yes. What's up, Phil? Phil coming back from over at the other video, Ready to Love. I accept the same foolishness on this live. Yeah, so let's talk about it, y'all. So let's talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all finna be mad. And it's going to be okay. Okay? It's going to be okay. I am not Team Crystal. And that's just the short answer. We're going to go and put that out here. I was going to give this girl a chance because she's cute. But no, ma'am. Okay? I cannot stand for Crystal at this time. It does not mean it will change. But in this moment, just know I am not Team Crystal. So anybody that felt like Crystal was justified or anything, we're going to have some great interactions, okay? It's going to be some good conversation over here, okay? So let's talk. I feel like a little bit of everybody had some fault to them, okay? But just to know that I'm not here for Crystal. Okay, so first things first, we open up with Kira, okay? I ain't got the images for y'all again, girl. I'm going to get them. Anyway. So we open up the show with Crystal and B. Simone, okay? B. Simone is a client of Kira, okay? B. Simone is looking for a new condo. They've known each other for quite some time because a few years ago, back in 2015, B. Simone actually did hair. And she used to do Kira's hair, right? And Kira was at that time working at Mattress Firm. Okay, so she's not new to sales at all because she was working at Mattress Firm. But B. Simone says that she was looking for homes with her ex, but the day after they finished looking for homes, she ended up breaking up with him. I would like to know why. I want to know why B. Simone decided that she was going to break up with this man. I want to know what happened. Anyway, but the show ain't about B. Simone, so it is what it is. I will say this. When Kira was giving B. Simone a tour of the house, I hated that home. Whatever that condo, I hated it. Because y'all know, if you follow B. Simone or if you've seen any of her YouTubes and stuff, you would see that the condo she already got is much more glamorous to me than the home that Kira went to go show her. So I'm like, if you've known her for a long time, you've been cool with her, you ain't never been inside this particular home to at least see what she likes, because the home you took her to was not giving. That was a terrible option. But I feel like sometimes with real estate agents, they like to take you to a not so great property first and then take you to the other property so it can wow you even more, so that you're more inclined to put in an offer. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she's going to show her some more nicer homes, but they like to show the terrible homes first. So yeah, girl. There's that. That's not the unpopular opinion, Jamie, that people don't like Crystal. I'm the exact opposite, actually. Okay. Okay. Carol really got on my nerves this episode. She did. I think the condo was priced way too high. I can't even remember the price for it. What was the price for that condo? But it was not giving. Like, the view didn't give. Okay. The view was not good. The closets weren't great. The lighting in the rooms were terrible. I said, girl, where is this condo at? So we know not to go. I'm like, girl, this condo need to just be Airbnb. Like, people need to only be there for a week or a weekend. That's it. And go back home, because this condo ain't giving. It was over $500,000. Oh, baby, no. Not for that. Oh, hell no. Not for that. Not for that at all. $585,000 when you could get you a whole house. Now, see, that'd be the only thing for me. I never quite understand why people go and spend all this money on just a condo when they could go and get them a big old house, right? She probably could have found her a house for $580,000 that wasn't that far from Buckhead or something. I don't know. I would want to believe it may not have been that fantabulous, but she could have probably found a way better home. Girl, no ma'am, not this here. They use that tactic on HGTV. That's why most shows is usually the third home people pick on certain shows. Yes, I feel like that's the standard. I feel like that's how they go about selling their homes when it comes to real estate. Let me show her this terrible property. Then I'm gonna show her this possible property. And then I'm gonna show her this other great property. Or I'm gonna show her a terrible property, this property she really likes, and then still show her the not so good property, so that I know she probably gonna go back to the first one, right? And then also, a lot of people don't like to make immediate decisions on the first home that they see either. They would like to see a variety of homes before they make that final decision. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that they think it's less convenience. So I wonder, when you own your condo, right, and it's in Midtown or wherever it's at, if you own your condo and it's in a building where people also rent out condos, and you know how, like, if there's a maintenance person and there's work that needs to be done, is they fixing y'all stuff too? Because you own it. So if you own it, I would think if your dishwasher broke, you're responsible for that because you own this particular unit. We are responsible for the people that are renting and do not own the unit, right? So that's what I'm wondering. What's going on, Mikey? You know, the condos be right in the city, less of a drive. I mean, that's true. Low maintenance, that's true. But I still feel like they be overpriced and they be charging people for convenience. Like, I feel like the homes are not priced in value of the home itself, meaning like the brick or whatever, the wall, the lighting, the lights, the appliances, how long it's been around, stability. Like, I just feel like they don't price homes based on what the home itself offers. They price homes based on the convenience of the area. And I just feel like that's effed up to me. I mean, if I was a realtor, girl, I'm gonna be complaining because I'd be getting my check. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you better get this place close to the interstate, girl. Okay, close to the interstate, girl. You can get over to Cumberland real quick, girl. You're not too far from the airport, honey. It's about a 20-minute or less drive. Just be lying, girl, because when it's traffic, you're gonna be there for about 45. It's gonna be about 45 to an hour. Okay, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be up there trying to oversell the home too, but still, you know, as a not realtor person, not an agent or whatever, I'm like, girl, why are they charging all this for convenience? Okay, I'm paying for what the area is now, and then my damn mortgage on the home gonna be about 30 years or something, girl. In 15 or in 10 years, this area probably gonna be shitty poo pie. The way they be sitting over here trying to, you know, change up the area and stuff and going downhill so you know what I'm saying. I got questions that need answers. I be complaining. Okay, let me see what y'all over here saying. Thank you. Luxury is key. Metro Atlanta realtor. I appreciate that. The owner is responsible. Gotcha. So even in a condo, if you own that particular unit, you're responsible for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, somebody else now, Miss Realtor, they're saying somebody else is saying that it depends on what's in the HOA. Is that true? So if you okay, she responded already. Okay, great. She says HOA does not include interior maintenance. Got it. So like if like their balcony area was damaged, that's exterior, right? So they would have to, like, the property owners of that particular building would have to take care of all of external damage. Right? So that would be included. Actually, some people just don't like the upkeep of a home, considering you will be responsible for the yard and other stuff that goes along with it. That's true, unless you get a HOA neighborhood, right? Where they bring people out and they, clean and do all that, maintain the yard and all that other stuff, right? It's included in that HOA fee, I would want to believe. Right. Don't let it be a Starbucks nearby. You have a great access to Starbucks, Girl, listen. Girl, I don't be wanting to be an agent, but I be wanting to shadow agents. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I be wanting to shadow am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. I'm looking at my computer now. But I be wanting to shadow agents just to see like what the process is like and what happens. Like, not that I want to be one, even though these ladies maybe be like, girl, let me go learn how to do real estate. Yeah, so I've worked in commercial real estate, so I've been able to like kind of see, but not really see, because I never really went to like the CFO meetings or the CEO meetings that the brokers would have. But how they do commercial real estate is so completely different than how they do residential real estate. But I've been wanting to shadow, like, girl, what y'all be doing? How this go? The owner is responsible for the condo fee and the maintenance for someone that is renting. So the owner will let you know if they pay for the condo fee or not. Gotcha. HOA will take care of exterior balcony damages. Gotcha. Okay. Not all HOA includes lawn upkeep. Ooh, girl. What I'm paying you for? What am I paying you for? What you keeping up then? If it's a HOA includes, everybody don't include it. My mother HOA replaces windows, the garage, balcony, but mine does not. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But that's a lot of stuff to be replacing. Balcony, garage, window. Okay. Yeah, I like this lesson. I apologize for anybody watching this, probably like, girl, I want to hear the review. I'm sorry. I'm liking this lesson because I don't know. Rule of thumb is interior is owner and exterior is HOA. The bylaws will specify. Okay. My aunt owned a condo and she had to pay for things like a dishwasher breaking. She paid for most things if broken. Okay. It was like owning a home, but I think her HOA helped replace her roof. Okay. Oh, no, HOA does not take care of our yard, just the neighborhood common areas that we have to upkeep our own front and backyard. Oh, girl, I wonder what that fee is. Because the fee is going to have to match the work. Like, girl, don't be asking me for $500 a month. Girl, when y'all got about 20 houses in this damn neighborhood, okay, on this lot, on this land, and you over here charging $500 a head. Don't be charging me all that when they only over here giving us $200 worth of work. No, ma'am. See, I would not be a great candidate. Y'all would not want to try and sell me no. Y'all be like, man, we can't find you nothing. Listen, I have questions. Because it ain't adding up. I don't like that. And I will be looking soon. I don't know who gonna get me, girl, because y'all gonna be trying to release me. Y'all gonna be like, ma'am, you just never satisfied. We're just gonna go ahead. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You let me know. You go out here and search and find your own home and then come call me, girl. But anyway, let's keep going, y'all. So Kiana is talking with her followers about real estate, and shout out to her for using her social media. Okay. I think that's a great thing that she stays consistent on there. And, I'm sure it brings more followers. It brings, more attention to her business and stuff. So I think that's great because that's where a lot of people are, right? I can imagine how it was back in the days when people had to, go out and before this type of social media, how they had to advertise in the phone books and other places, right? Trying to get some type of clientele. So I feel like with the right way you market yourself on social media, girl, you probably be selling all kind of homes. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. She speaks on her past and how it was for her growing up. She says that it's not all about the money, but her sister works for her and she's responsible for taking care of her mom because her mom doesn't work. But she also has a lot of other family members that rely on her. So when for me, maybe I misunderstood what she was saying. I felt like then it is about the money. Okay, because if a lot of your family members are looking to you for you to be successful, okay, because if they down on their luck, they're going to be coming to you, then it is about the money, right? But maybe she meant it's bigger than the money instead of saying it's not about the money. I don't know. So she also lets us know that she's been married for about 8 years, but they've known each other for 13 years. Okay, she says that they had a really good friendship first before they ended up getting together. So I think that's what's up. But I didn't hear how long they actually dated though, right? From the time they were friends to the time they dated to the time that they ended up, getting married or whatnot. So yeah, so she tells him about Crystal's birthday party and how she tried to charge. No, why did I write? Okay, no. So she tells him about, I guess, Crystal's a function or whatever. Her talking to Crystal. And how Robin is trying to have a get together with the ladies and how she tried to charge her. Like, you remember Robin? She tried to charge me a while back when I needed her to hold my listings, right? Remember that? And he gonna tell me something. Yeah, I thought she was gonna do it out of favor for me. See, that's y'all fucking problem for me. Y'all thought. But did anybody ask? Did anybody ask? And it's no shade, but at the time that you asked this lady to hold on to your listings, everybody was in the pandemic. So nothing was being sold. Nothing was happening. Okay, so I'll blame her for wanting to try to get a little bit of coin. Just try to get a little bit of coin, a little bit something up out you. But if you felt the way, I feel like you should have communicated that. But let's keep going. What else? She says that Robin isn't their friend. And he looked like, she's still my friend. I don't know what you're talking about. You feel like she ain't my friend? I feel like she's still my friend. Okay, well, all right, then, if that's what you think. But her husband also knows that it was a business decision. Now, did y'all hear him say that out his mouth? He said the decision that Robin chose to take, he understands because it was a business decision, right? At the end of the day, this woman got a business. Now, I feel like it depends on how the conversation was brought to Robin. I feel like Robin probably would have cut her a deal or something. Or she probably would have done it for free. But I think what Crystal, in my opinion, messed up was when she had the expectation that she was going to do something for her for free. And a lot of people do that when people got businesses. They be expecting that they finna get their hair done for free, girl. They finna get their nails done for free. They finna get certain stuff done for free. And the moment your friend probably say, oh yeah, you're gonna have to pay me for it. You know what I'm saying? Then it wants to, it's a problem all of a sudden. And it's like, how you gonna, like try and cheat me on my business? You see, I'm trying to grow and stuff. Like, just because I'm your friend, like invest in my business like you would invest in anybody else's, right? So I feel like I want to know now, who held Crystal's listings for her? Did she leave them with her old company? Did she give them to somebody? Because she had to give them to somebody. So who did you give them to and how much did you pay? Did they give you a better deal at $1,300? I mean, than $13,000? Or did they ask for a percentage off your deals if they sold? I feel like that's what Robert probably should have said. Because $13,000 is a lot to me. And I just feel like she should have at least said, okay, well, let's do a percentage. Right? So that's what I'm thinking. But I also want to know, did you end up coming off on the same amount of money? Because if you did or more, then what was wrong with paying your friend? Yeah, that's because you had the expectation that she was going to do this for you for free. And I just don't think that was fair. So there's that. And let's be honest, for real, like y'all cool, but she really friends with your husband. And you just came with the deal. But let's keep going. So her husband did say that he thinks that it was about the money, and he could be right. You know what I'm saying? It probably wasn't about the money. It could be about the money. I'm thinking it could have been about the money, considering the fact that the pandemic was happening, right? Kiana says that she doesn't see any agents underneath Robin. Okay, Kiana says that the answer is no. No matter how great the idea is, when she goes to sit down to meet with this lady, she says no matter how great the idea is, she says that no matter how great the idea is or whatever, her goal is to make sure that she understands her answer is no, and that any of the other ladies that wants to be a part of this, they're also going to say that their answer is no. So that's just my, I guess, like, I like Kiana. I want to be here for Kiana, but that's the only part that's messing me up is the expectation. There are a lot of unanswered questions regarding the transfer of the listings as the brokerage owns the listings, not the agent. Interesting. So the 26 listings that she had were technically owned by the brokerage she was trying to leave. Were they going to release those to her? And then she would have took those and then given them to Crystal. But the main question I want to know is, did her prior brokerage already own the 26 listings? Because something for me is not adding up. I'm not mad at Robin for that. I'm not either. $500 per contract is not too high. We make 3% per deal. See, that's why you hear luxury is key. Okay. And there's that. Okay. So I'm not off when I think about, see, the logic is kicking in. Q was so petty for that. Just call, tell her how you feeling. Thank you, Kosua. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like a lot of the issues could have been avoided when it came down to this. But y'all make 3% per deal. Girl, look, I might have to be a little agent. Girl, I might have to go get the studying. Okay? Oh, girl, because that 3% add up. Period. Especially if you're in the luxury department. Hello. Right. What's wrong with paying your friend? If that's your friend, and it's like, girl, was she really your friend? What's wrong with that? I want to be here for Kiana. I feel like she's a real person, like, you know, really honest, open, authentic and stuff. But she wasn't as open with this situation. She's chose to be upset with her friend, but not, you know, reach out to her and tell her exactly how she was feeling. And also, Kiana strikes me as a person that writes people off like this. Like, if you do something she don't like, it's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not messing with you. And I used to be that person, you know, until therapy. Shout out to therapy. Like, sometimes you have to consider the alternative, right? Consider the alternative that these people had something else going on, or they don't know what's exactly going on with you, or consider the fact that it wasn't to spite you. It was just her doing business she didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Kiana strikes me as that type of person. Okay, so there's that. Let's keep going. So Kira tells us about her being from Blakely, Georgia. I said, girl, where is that? It sounds like it's in the country. It's talking about some none of the incomes is over 27,000. Well, girl, it ain't a whole lot out there for them to need 27,000. More than 27,000, is it? Girl, they probably out there farming their own vegetables and everything. Ain't it? Okay, they don't really need to come into the city for real. First job when I'm thinking. So she found a large home with her ex-boyfriend at one point. Okay, they was together. She said she was out of town. I feel like she said she was in Miami. I'm not sure. Whereas with him, he was like in New York. But she ended up getting a text message from her neighbor. And I'm like, girl, not them texting and they see your house burning and they ain't gonna call you. But anyway, so she finally got to her phone. The person said, I hope that you're not home. And then she ends up getting on. Yes, ma'am, farming. So she ends up getting on the phone with them and they said, girl, I don't know how to tell you this, but your house done burned down. Listen, that is frightening as hell. I'm sure that is a huge fear for a lot of people to not it's one thing for your house to burn down, right? Nobody wants that. Inconvenience, nobody wants that. Like, nobody wants that, okay? Loss, nobody wants that. But to not even be in the state when your house is catching on fire, so you frantic, you probably down there on business, trying to figure out how you're supposed to manage this. Then you got to turn around and try and get home. And you know, when you trying to get to your house, girl, imagine what that wait time is like. You got to probably book another flight, wait for God knows how long just to catch the flight. Then got to fly out. And then you got to touch down in Atlanta, knowing how it is, how crazy it is, girl, just getting back here. So I just could imagine how she felt like. That's crazy. I want to know how that house burned down, though. I ain't gonna lie, like, girl, how you just go out of town and he went out of town too, and then your house just burned down? Girl, what kind of problems y'all was really having? I ain't accusing that man of doing nothing. But I would like to know, like, was it an iron or something that was still being plugged up? Was it like some type of electrical thing that caused it to burn down? Or was it just convenient that y'all was out of town and the house burned down a month after y'all had got it? When does insurance kick in? The day you move in, when does insurance kick in, honey? So I just would like to know, but I really hate that she experienced that, because she ended up crying and you could tell that it still hurts her. And it definitely would have hurt me, girl. Definitely. I done moved all my SHI in here. I really ain't get my house organized how I truly wanted, but it looked like they had everything up in there set up. And after 1 month, your stuff burned down to the ground. Whew, Lord have mercy, honey. My God, that's crazy. So she learned from her neighbor. Okay, I said about her house burning down. It had only been there for like a good month, and then next thing you know, it burned down. Now the contractor came to her and told her we'll be able to salvage some things on the first floor, but everything upstairs is gonna have to come down. And I was looking around like, girl, what the hell is here still left? What else is left? for you to salvage on the first floor. Y'all can take all this. Like, what is this? What is there to salvage? I'm like, girl, how much insurance did you have on this home? And has it kicked in? Okay, thank you so much, Melly, for the super chat. She said it was wood dust in the bag that caught on fire from the heat of the tools. Wow, it was wood dust in the bag that caught fire. So was somebody drilling something before y'all just flew out and left? You know what I'm saying? Or was it just in like a hot area and the tools kind of was just, it was just beaming so hot that the tools got too hot? And then it just caused the bag to catch on fire and everything to burn up? This is what I'm confused about. And y'all both was out of town. Do we see each other? Because I'm confused. She needs to rebuild on a larger scale because her neighbor's house is eating hers up. Yikes. Yikes. I want her to rebuild. I don't want her to salvage nothing aside from like photos and anything that she could get, because she did pick up one photo off the ground. So sounds like you didn't get the home inspected before you moved in and it had electrical issues. I don't know, girl. They talk about some tools and some dust, honey. Dust in the bag. Girl, what is dust doing in the bag? Let me go back to this. It was wood dust in the bag that caught on fire from the heat of the tools. Why you got some wood dust? Girl, I'm gonna have to look this up. Wood dust in a bag. This is, I'm perplexed. Okay, I don't know nothing about this. Who is keeping wood dust in a bag? Maybe that's something she needed for like her attic or something. Maybe it started from the attic. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she had got some work done or something somewhere and it was in a bag. Because she did just move into the home. It had only been a month, right? So maybe they was doing some work on the home and it was just some dust in a bag. That's what I want to, like, that had to be it. Okay, everybody asking what bag, and that's what I'm wondering. Okay, I'm wood dust, question mark. Was her ex doing some renovations right before he hopped on the flight? And that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, was you doing some work? And then you said the heat from the tools. So if y'all was out of town, did y'all leave people in y'all house to do some work? Were they responsible for the home burning down? Or was it the tools somewhere in the side of the sun and the sun just, was beaming too hot on the tools? And then the dust was right there by it. And then the bag, and then it just caught on fire. Like, Kiara, all that energy you had for Robin, we want you to have that energy on social media and come to the front and break it down just a little bit. We're very sorry that your home, burned to the ground. And we definitely hope that, you're in a better space now. And hopefully, you've gotten the home, rebuilt or on its way to being rebuilt. But we just have questions about that part. Why didn't the neighbors call the fire department? Maybe they found out too late. Or maybe they did and she just didn't tell us that part. As someone who has been in a house fire and was an insurance agent, even the insurance doesn't give you enough compared to what you lost. Ooh. And see that, you know what, Shein, you about to make me go on a rant. Especially when it comes to these insurance companies, because they're bogus and they're the biggest scammers to me. So let me just, girl, we'll be talking about it all day. So let me just scoot back just a little bit, honey. Wood dust got you prepared. It does, girl. Listen, because I'm trying to figure out where was this bag at in the home for it to be near these tools when her and her guy was out of town. Okay, so Luxury is Key says that she was doing renovations in the home. Okay, let me see. Did you say something? I'm trying to see if she said anything else in the comments. Okay, so she was doing renovations in the home, honey. So I'm trying to figure out when though. Was the husband doing them? It was probably for landscaping. I hope she had insurance on that bad boy. I think she did. I think she did have insurance. Her being a realtor, I want to believe she understands the importance of having it. I feel like they probably won't let you buy a home if you ain't got insurance. Just like they probably ain't gonna let you drive no car off no lot if you ain't got no insurance. Ooh, child, let me keep going, y'all. Let's get, because we're gonna be on this for a minute, Miss Kira, girl. So let's go ahead and scoop. Let's keep going. Okay, so she says that she says they weren't even in the house a good month. We talked about that. Okay. Okay, they could salvage things on the first floor, but everything on the top floor gotta go. I feel like take everything, unless it's like some pictures or something that, you know, some monumental things that she could take. Yeah, so I just really hate that for her overall, because I can understand the panic that she was in trying to get back to her house, and how long, you know, when you're trying to get somewhere, it just seems like it's taking forever. So I can understand how her mind state was going in that moment. So let's get to Tiffany, girl, because Tiffany is a busy mama. She is a workaholic. Okay, she has anxiety and all of that stuff. Her son keeps asking her to take him on a drive, but she's trying to finish up her work. So she like, go ask your daddy. Let your daddy go and take you and let him help you out. Okay. So her husband can't do it because he got to take the other two children to go to a party, right? So he's unable to do it. So she gonna have to figure out something, right? I can't even say that her son should be patient. I really can't, because I feel like if she told him that she's gonna take him driving, and she's over here working, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that baby asking, like, mom, you gonna take me? You gonna take me? Mom, you gonna take me? Because he probably knows how his mom is. And if he doesn't ask her, it's gonna mess around and be like nightfall, and it's probably gonna be too late to where she taking him. So I loved how she finally got up and was like, let me go and take you. Great. Because if you go ahead and take him and get it out the way, then you got the rest of the day to really focus on everything that you're trying to focus on. And the driving wasn't even that long. It probably was like a 30-minute drive up the street, round the corner, whatever, turn around, bring it back, pull it to the yard. And he done forgot to put the car in park, girl. Hilarious. So I was glad that she did that. But she said some things that was interesting, right? She says that I understand her on having like the whole anxiety and stuff. I understand that. She says that her husband, and I was like shocked. I was like, oh, he an overly good man, ain't he? She says that because she dealt with a lot of anxiety and everything and panic attacks, her husband ended up quitting his job to fully be able to be there to support her. He would drive her to work. And not only just drive her to work, but stay there with her while she works. I said, ain't nobody husband out here doing no shit like that. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but it's not too many husbands out here doing stuff like that. Okay. So I was like, okay. I feel like that was like super nice of him to quit his job, right? But I don't know what kind of job he was doing for real. But she's an attorney. So maybe it was easy for him to be able to quit the job, but she could have possibly been bringing in more money. Like, I don't know what other job, what else he was doing, but I just thought that was commendable of him to want to show up and be there for her as she, you know what I'm saying, worked and stuff and dealt with the anxiety. And I'm sure that's not all that he did. He probably had to stand in and also, you know, be like a stay-at-home daddy too for them kids that they had. He had to show up and probably pick them up and do this and do that. So he probably had to, you know, step out and do a bit more. So I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, that's what's up. What y'all say? He a good man, Savannah? Come on, Funky Dineva. She's probably the breadwinner because ain't no way. They must have passive income. Probably so. She probably does. Her husband and Tiana are in automotive industry. That's right. They did say that he was in the automotive industry. So he was kind of in sales as well. So maybe it wasn't a thing for him to go ahead and quit. If you're sanding wood floors, the dust goes into a bag connected to the wood sander. So if it got hot, it could cause the machine to catch. Oh, got you. So I feel like that would be on the person that was sanding the floors. If they had a company coming in doing it, but if it was her man, then yikes. But then also, when does it get hot? Because it sounds like he had just finished sanding the floors and stuff before he headed out to go catch him a flight. Girl, that's some mess there, honey. But hopefully she's recovered, honey. Hey, Soror, I'm so random. I just be walking around saying, you know what I'm saying? And my husband be like, what in the world? Hilarious. Hey, Soror, what's going on? That's funny. Tiffany is your favorite so far? I like Tiana. I really like Tiana. I'm starting to like Tiffany a bit. Started to like her a little bit based on the end of the show. I didn't know how I was going to feel about Tiffany, but I think I'm starting to like Tip. I'm liking Tiana and I'm liking Robin. But let's keep going. So Tiffany, actually, speaking of Tiana, she decided to invite Tiana and her husband out to celebrate like their anniversary and stuff. And because they've really been great friends to her during the time that she's been dealing with everything with her anxiety and stuff. So she wanted to come out and celebrate. So they speak on the open house and they talk about, you know, the women having petty banter back and forth. And I'm like, that wasn't no petty banter. You saying that as though she was, Kiana was like bantering with y'all, but I guess. But they did have some shady things to say about Miss Robin, needless to say, okay? So there's that. Tiffany explains to the husbands about how Robin is trying to bring all of the ladies together in hopes of being able to work together, okay? But Tiffany isn't fond of Crystal. See, I'm telling y'all, some in the milk is not clean when it comes to Crystal. I done told y'all this. Some is not clean about this girl. Her sister already said when she come at people, she be condescending. We've already seen how she's been treating her friend Robin. Then you turn around and Tiffany. Remember, Crystal said, I'm not competing with anybody, because Robin is like, are you competing with Tiffany? She's like, girl, I'm not competing with anybody. So then there's that, right? Tiffany definitely feels like Crystal competes with her. She also says that when she had her second child, make a note. When she had her second child, Crystal reached out to her and said in so many words now, hey girl, I understand you just had your child. Would you like to send all of your clients my way and I work all of your projects so that way you can focus on being a mother? First of all, BIT is, hey, how you doing? How's motherhood going for you? Do not call my phone asking me to send you my money so I can focus on childhood when you know I'm going to need this money to take care of my kids. Hello? No, ma'am. So I didn't like that. I'm like, girl, it was not. I'm glad Tiffany said it didn't come off as sincere. It didn't. What Crystal saw, and I don't believe Crystal has any children yet, but Crystal, what you saw was a quick coin. You was trying to put money in your pocket and you was trying to make Kimbro, attorney at law, or whatever you got going on bigger than what it is. You were definitely competing. And I bet you once she settled into motherhood with her second child and ready to come back into the business, you probably would not have even given her her clients back, or you would have made it difficult for her clients to go to her. So I just didn't like how you were trying. I didn't like that. Now, it doesn't even seem like you and her ever had a real friendship established anyway, for you to even call her and say, hey, would you like to send some of your clients, over to me and I'll do some work for you? No, ma'am. I've never no, we're not even cool like this. So why would I send you my clients? You're not one of my besties. I'm going to hit up somebody that I trust and know. I'm going to let them work my stuff. Okay. And then when I'm back in the office, they can, come right on back over to me or however that works. What? So I see you for your words, Miss Crystal. I don't care what nobody say. Whatever. Crystal, no, we talked about that. Tiffany didn't feel that Crystal was sincere. Tiffany did not feel that Crystal was sincere. And I agree, because I feel like Crystal leads with a unsincere energy. If your friend is talking to you and she's complaining about things of how you're apologizing or how you're making her feel, and your choice is to laugh in her face on more than one occasion, I'm sorry. I can't rock with it. Crystal is shady. I'm watching her. From the moment she came on my screen, I knew there was something off with her. She is not Robin's friend. She used all that Robin confided in her to use against her. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. And you got to watch friends like that. And ain't Crystal selling I'm not triggered t-shirts? I don't like that. I didn't know she was doing that. And I feel like that's effed up. It's just certain things that you don't say. I don't like that. I'm not, it's tough, y'all, because I want to like Crystal, but in this moment, I'm not going up for her. When things go wrong, I think we read all that. Let me scroll down and see what else you guys were saying about Crystal. You said you don't like Crystal. You see straight through her, Miss, you're triggered. I hated that. Crystal could have at least offered a portion back to Tiffany. That would have been good. And I could give you a portion of all of your deals that I work. Yes, I cannot stand Crystal. She is passive aggressive and highly disrespectful. Let's keep going. So Robin has been in the business for about 20 years. or close to it. She speaks on loving what she does, and she speaks on having 2 kids, okay, that she had to bring on this journey with her. And she decided to pick up the pieces and start her life over in Georgia, where don't nobody really know her. So she has these 2 children, okay, that like a boy and a girl. So she says people don't understand what she has been through to get here. She has been through physical and mental abuse. Robin convinces her client to submit an offer for a space in the Healy building, because at some point he could move on from this building, but this building could still serve as an investment property for him, and he don't have to go out and get all these jobs that some people do just to make ends meet. So I'm like, okay, we see you, girl, over here convincing this man to take this home. The Healy building didn't even look like it was really all of that to me. But you know, hey, if that's what you want to do, then girl. What else we got? So Tiana Harrison. So they go to this real estate event that Tiana is at, and she ended up winning. She won for a best social media campaign. I said, come on, Miss Tiana, girl. Come on, girl. You better go ahead, Miss Tiana. So Kira asked the ladies about Robin's event, but they don't have many details about this. Now, Tiana is still confused on why she is there. Yeah, Tiana is still confused on why. Was it Tiana or Tiffany? I think it was Tiffany. Tiffany is confused on why she's being invited to this event or to this dinner when Robin already has a closing attorney. She closes all her deals with Crystal. So why do you need me to be there? So that's what was going on with her. And then Kira decides to kind of like throw some shade at Robin and talk about how they unfollowed her or whatever. She's like, well, I don't know what they got going on because I don't follow them anymore or something like that. Or when I used to follow them. And so she says like, so then Kira started taking shots at Robin and how she sells all her homes and stuff in the Healy building. And then shout out to Tiana, because Tiana had her back. She was like, now girl, I don't think that's the only place she sell her properties at. Okay. I like that Tiana did that, because it's like when you don't like somebody, you try to nitpick every little thing that they do to try and discredit them or something like that, and downplay them. And I'm just like, girl, just because you don't like her don't mean that she ain't out here making moves and stuff, girl. Like, calm down. Okay. And what buildings do you have? Do you even have a whole building? Right? Well, you over here trying to talk about all her stuff is in the Healy building. Well, she's closing deals in the Healy building and she's getting coins. So what buildings are you working on, Kira? And what $1 million listings are you working on, Kira, when you just sat up here and showed B. Simone this terrible ass home? And you know that's not even what B. Simone, like, you know that's not the home. Girl, you know that home is trash in comparison to what she got now. So yeah, there's that. Then Kira says that she don't follow them no more because they unfollowed her. So she gonna find out like why they unfollowed her. So I'm like, really? Okay, Kira, you're definitely showing your age of the group. Like, you're definitely showing your age of the group, and you're definitely giving the youngest one. Okay. What else we got? So Kiana arrives to the dinner. Okay. She's still feeling like, girl, you wasn't trying to help me with my company. Now you want me to try to help you build a company? No, ma'am. She's still coming to the dinner with that particular energy. Okay. Let me see. Oh, you like Tiana and Tiffany? Kira adds nothing to the show. Ooh, why? To me, Kira kind of is giving Alexis vibes from Selling Tampa, right? She's giving Alexis vibes just a little bit. I don't know. She seems a bit inexperienced to me. Kind of how Alexis was, if you guys have watched Selling Tampa. That's the energy she's giving. What's funny is Crystal is another closing attorney in a company that Robin is trying to build. Catch the drift. Say what you want. Robin has issues, but seems to be very business minded. Okay. Why is she so pressed about it? Unfollow. Great question. Okay. So y'all think she's 28 years old? Okay. So yeah. Okay. So y'all see what I'm saying about the selling, about the Selling Tampa? Yes. She's coming off like Alexis. So there's that. Kira admitted that she never met Robin, but so upset about her unfollowing her. Ooh, yikes. 28 is far too old to be acting like that. I thought she was like 22. And you do have a point. Thank you so much, Sweet Jasmine, for the super chat. She was just downplaying everything. I love she was showing, she was showing, go ahead, Miss Robin. Love it. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Sweet Jasmine. Yeah, she was downplaying. She was being a hater though. Okay. I feel like that was being a hater. Like, Just because you don't like her, you want to downplay every little thing that she doing, like she ain't out here making moves for real. So I'm like, girl, it's okay to not like them and still get them credit, just a little bit. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, it's a different breed. Anyway, so then Robin tells the ladies that she thinks they should create a signature series of all of them. So like Robin specializes in like condos and stuff. Kiana may specialize in whatever she specializes. So everybody has their own little niche, right? But she thinks that they should come together, bring that niche together, and create one big powerful brokerage where you can get different things from each one of those ladies. And it's a great idea. And I loved how Tiana said that she think that this idea should be written down with a real vision connected to it and make it plain. Write it down, make it plain. Come on, for the Bible verse. Write it down, make it plain. And let's see what happens. She loves the idea. I like Tiana so far. I really do. So then Q speaks up and Crystal says, be honest. Crystal, shut up, girl. Talk about something. Be honest. That's what she plans on doing, ma'am. Dang, Crystal. I don't know. I'm looking at you sideways, girl. You be looking for moments and you be looking for attention. And you be talking about Robin. Let's keep going. So Q tells her before she can work with anyone, you know, you have to have a level of trust, okay, and a level of respect before working together, right? And then Q tells Robin that they have unofficial business and she didn't appreciate, you know, her response, right? So Q tells her she looks at her in a different light. Like, girl, at this time, I'm looking at you in a different light. So Robin says, well, I hope you can see me in a better light, you know, once we talk about it, right? Because mind y'all, Robin don't see what her full issue is. Like, she doesn't really know, like, girl, what's the beef, okay? So when we talk about it, hopefully we on the same accord. So then Q tells her that oh, well, that was the last light that we had. And then Robin said, girl, that was the last light. She said, yeah, it was. She was like, so you mean to tell me that all the lights is off and they ain't coming back on? Is that what you meaning to tell me? And Q was like, well, girl, I just told you. Yeah, that was the last light. And I just don't feel like that should be the last light if you did not have the conversation with this woman to tell her what your transgressions were, right? So I just feel like that wasn't fair, but that's just me. What else? Robin says, no. So I feel like this Q, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I wrote. I said, Q, I know you're in your feelings about what happened, about how can Robin do anything about, I said, I know you're in your feelings about what happened, but how can Robin do anything about what it is that she does not know about? Okay, so you got to clue her in, you got to let her know. And how you gonna be mad if you never had the conversation? I think I said that. You never had the conversation about asking your friend, hey, can you house this for me for free? Instead, you move with an expectation that is what she should be doing because that is your friend. And then you want to get mad when she charges you because it's still business, right? And you're asking her to hold on to something for free. And this is what you're going to be making money off of. You're going to be making business off this. And if you selling $1 million homes like you say you are, and you getting 3% or whatever you getting, girl, that's probably gonna be a whole lot of money. So what really is 13,000 to you? What really is 13,000? Well, you probably gonna be closing over 100,000. So I felt away, but whatever. What else? Yeah, I said if y'all were so close as you portray, then you should have just asked her to hold them for free. You should have just asked her. But you didn't ask her that. But anyway, same thing, okay? I just feel like y'all wasn't as close. Anyway, so then Q says that Robin acts like it's a small thing. And I said, but you never told her you were upset or disappointed. So how is she supposed to act? How is she acting like it's a small thing when she just never even knew? I don't get it. So Q continues to talk to Robin, and then Crystal butts into the conversation when ain't nobody talking to her. Robin tells Crystal that she isn't talking to her. And I'm like, yes, girl, be quiet. Nobody is talking to you right now. Okay. Thank you so much, Keys, for the super chat. Yes, with the commentary. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So Robin says that this happened last year and you held on to that. And Crystal says, but you can still be uncomfortable about something. Crystal, shut up. This is not your fight. Shut up. Stop acting like Cree. Okay. And that's the bad part over there on Growing Up Hip Hop. You acting like Cree, and this ain't. And Rob is the one that's supposed to be your friend. Just hold what you got. Hold what you got. Q says that you can't expect to do business with someone that you have slighted. Robin says, I'm sorry. Can we move past this now? Robin, come to the front. No, ma'am. That was not an apology. I cannot condone that. You just sat up here on last week and you went off on Crystal because of how Crystal came at you with her apology. I apologize if you felt that way or whatever it was that Crystal said. So if you felt the way about Crystal's apology, then you can't come up here and try and just say, I'm sorry, can we move past that, right? No. Right. And also this also should be a conversation that y'all have, because you really don't even know the real issue. So how can you also fully give her an apology for what you don't know? But I feel like the apology could have went like, hey, Q, I understand you're frustrated. I understand, I may have done some things in the past that you may not have liked, and I genuinely apologize for that. And I'm open for us to have another sit down so that we can dive deeper into what the issues are, so I can make sure that going forward that's not going to be an issue for us again. Okay. So there was a better way that you could have apologized to this woman than what it is that you gave her, even without having all of the full details. Right. So those are my thoughts about that. What else? But I will say this. And also, I feel like it would not have mattered to how Robin apologized, because Q came to the event. She came to the dinner being focused on it doesn't matter, because she has in her head what she wants to have. And what's in her head is, I don't want to like you. I'm still upset with you. And da-da-da-da. So it doesn't matter if you even apologize to me. I don't care. Right. So it wouldn't matter what she did. So there's that. Let's keep going. So Robin opens up about her mental issues and that she wasn't able to consider others' feelings at the time because she was just going through a whole lot. Q tells her, girl, you're not going to sit up here and deflect. And then Robin said, well, girl, you're not going to sit up here and discount how it is that I was feeling. Okay, we're not going to do that either, girl. Okay, so there's that. And then Q says, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, girl, yeah, you're right. You don't know. You would not have known because you never came to her to have a conversation with her for her to even know what's going on, and for you to also to know what she was going through on her own. See, Q, you lead with this thing to me where you think things are always about you, and it's not. Right? You was looking for a favor for you. You didn't think about how it was going to affect her, or whether or not she should be compensated or anything for holding on to your listings and keeping you in business and keeping money in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? So you was coming to a situation about me, and not looking at your friend either, as much as you want to feel like she was trying to one up you and get some money off of you. Hell, she was looking out for herself, like you was sitting over here looking out for you too. When all of this could have been was a conversation, and y'all both could have figured out a way to benefit during that time frame that you needed her to hold these listings. Okay, so that's my thing about it. Like Q, you leading into this space of it's all about me. Don't really care about what you got going on. Do you want to tell her when she brings this up that she should not be deflecting, when that's what she's trying to express to you, where she was at mentally when all of this happened? So you have to be open to that, but you're not open to that because you're only focused and fixated on the thing that you've already put into your head, that you don't want to like her. Okay, that's what that is. So I didn't really like that. That was whack. But anyway, let's keep going. So Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany. This is when I like Tiffany. Tiffany shockingly speaks up and says that they should have a private conversation so they can discuss and understand. What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate if you don't hear what I say? Hear me, okay? So y'all need to escape from these other ladies and go and have a solo sit down so that y'all can understand and communicate with each other, all right? So Kiana says that she's willing to table it, and she should have did that. I feel like she should have did that from the beginning. She says, I'm willing to table it. Yeah, you should have did that from the beginning, but see, you came here with an agenda. You came here to embarrass this woman, okay? You came here to make sure that whatever great idea she had flopped. All because you felt a way about her not holding on to your listings. That's not adding up for me. But okay, so then Kira brings up the fact that Robin and Crystal unfollowed her. Girl, it's giving Allen Iverson. We talking about practice. We talking about practice. Okay? It's also giving Lil Wayne. Why is you worried about what's in my cup? It's my cup. It's my cup. Like, that's what it's giving in this moment. You talking about an unfollow. Girl. So then Robin blames the algorithm. And I said, nah, Robin, girl, no, ma'am, you can't get that past me. It's not the algorithm. It's your fingers, okay? It's you literally going to her page, tapping on the button, and then going down and hitting unfollow, okay? That's what it is, okay? You could have hid her or something like that, girl. You could have did something else, but you chose to go to her page, scroll down, and hit that unfollow, dear. So let's be honest, all right? So Crystal, Crystal wants Kira to speak. I didn't blame Crystal in this moment when she said, let her speak. Granted, because Robin, you had just wanted Crystal to be quiet so that you can speak and Kiana can speak. So I didn't blame Crystal when she was like, let Kira speak, like let her talk. Right. So then Kira says it's not that big of a deal to her to be unfollowed. Well, if it's not that big of a deal, okay, was, whatever, for you to be unfollowed, why is you making this a conversation now? You wanted to throw in, you wanted to add into this moment of chastising and getting on to Robin because you thought you had a friend in Kiana. But Kiana not your friend. And that's what you will know. Okay. Kiana really ain't none of you hoes' friend. Okay. Kiana is here for business purposes only. Okay. You all are colleagues and acquaintances. Understand it. Okay, so you thought you had a friend, Marty Mart, and you really don't. Okay, you're gonna be on that island by yourself. But anyway, so Kira says it's not that big of a deal to her to be unfollowed. But again, you still pushing the issue. Robin says that she felt so Kira started talking about how she felt or something like that. And then Robin said, girl, so you felt wrong. So let's go ahead and move on. And I said, Robin, no, that's how she feel though. Like what? So anyway, excuse me. Kira gets disrespectful and brings up this woman's age, saying that she's older, right? And Crystal laughs. You laughing in your friend's face. See, that's the thing for me. Somebody taking a shot at me as my friend. Why is you laughing? For me, I just don't think that's funny. If I'm with my friend and then you joking on my friend, like I'm not gonna laugh. I can't, right? So this is how, and then when she laughs, she looks to Tiana to encourage her to laugh with her. No, she was laughing by yourself with your foolishness. She looks to Tiana and she laughing like, hey, old bitch. Hey, old bitch. Kiana didn't laugh with you. Kiana reached and grabbed her drink. You looked over at Q and laughed. Q ain't even featuring Robin. And Q didn't even laugh at you. Because Q also knew, just like Tiana knew, that what Kira just said to this woman was disrespectful. How are you her friend? And you've been her friend and known her longer than any of these ladies up here, but you're laughing and you think that is funny. And even a woman that's not seeing it for her at this time is realizing to not laugh. That's messed up. That's fucked up. That's just, I mean, I don't know how y'all operate with y'all friendships, but I'm not going to sit up here and laugh somebody, joking on my friend. Like, that's not me. So let's keep going. What else? Robin stands up. Loved it. Robin stands up and says, oh, did you get a look at it? Okay. Did you get a chance to take a look? I say, yes, Robin, stand up because you do look good. You do. Regardless of what age you are, you look good. Period. Okay. So Robin says, maybe it's more seasoned. Maybe it's more experienced. I said, come on, Robin. So then Kira says, no, it's old too. Like it's old too. I said, Kira, cut it out. Why are you so mad? But then turn around and say that you're not bothered. It's giving Zadia. Like, why are you so mad? But then say that you're not bothered. Yeah, no. So then Robin had to put her cootie twat on the table to let this girl know, honey, I've closed on over 165 properties, right? And then here go Kira talk about something. And how long? And how long? And how long did it take? And when was that? And over how many years? Does it matter? Because your portfolio, and as far as closed homes, it's not matching Robin's. Period. It's not matching hers. So you're not close. So it's giving Alexis trying to go off on Sherelle or something. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Alexis coming downstairs at the event and then trying to kind of snap off and be like, give some aggressive energy. Simmer down, young woman. Simmer down. Sit down. Okay. So you're not competing. Okay. Don't what they say, don't compete where you can't compare. And then Robin says, let me go down. Let me see. Okay. I think I got okay. So then Robin says, it doesn't matter. And I said, because it really don't. But Robin, I feel like you should have told her over how many years that you've had 165 properties that you've sold or whatever like that, because she's still not seeing you. So there's that. Like Kira, I said, Kira, what's all the hostility over an unfollow? What is all of the hostility over an unfollow? unfollow. It's giving, I wanted to be attached to Robin. I wanted to be connected to what it is that Robin got going on. And Robin doesn't see it for me to be in the space of what she got going on. So now I'm mad, right? It's giving, I looked up to Robin, but Robin doesn't see me as getting close to being an equal. Right. So that's what it was given for me. Right. So Robin says, but she said, oh, you got a point to prove? Robin says, I won't argue. She says, I won't argue with her because I have kids her age. And then people want to tell Robin, no, don't do that, Rob. He go, Chris, like that. Rob, don't do that. Why would you say that, Rob? Rob, come on, Robin. I said the audacity. So you mean to tell me that this girl, okay, you should be asking her first because she was the one to bring up age. So then now when I go along with the age and I say I am older, I have children that are the same age as you. Okay, then now I'm wrong for saying what it is that I want to say. And then you're supposed to be my friend, but not one time did you stand up here to defend me. Tiffany had to speak up on my behalf. Okay. Because she too understands mental issues, but even if she didn't, it's the fact that you know what I've been through because you've been my friend the longest and you have never sat up here to speak up on my behalf. But if anything, you over here standing up for the other ladies, you up here choosing and agreeing with them and going along with everything else that they saying, but you're not standing up for me. And I'm not saying you got to get in an argument with any of these women at all, but the way that Tiffany stood up and had my back, like you didn't even have that. So that was where it was like you want to sit and watch and see people come at me sideways, right? I don't like that at all. Robin says, I won't argue with her because I have kids her age and people want to tell her, don't do that, Rob. Why not? She brought up being older and no one said a damn thing. And now that Robin wants to mention it, yeah, I'm older and that I have kids your age. Everybody want to tell her, don't do that. Nah, F that. Say what you want to say, Robin, because clearly they're going to say what they want to say to you. So, yeah. So I said all that. So then Kira, to me, she's a child. I don't care what none of y'all say. Kira is a child. Robin tells Kira that she isn't going to argue with her. Kira is like, don't act like a fan and then come to dinner as an op because I'll shit on you. Don't act like a fan and then come to dinner as an op. How is that so? How is that so when, first of all, I said, what are you saying, little girl? Because again, you were invited. So how is she coming to dinner as an op when she was the one that invited you? That's why Robin said, Kira, you were invited. Okay, she invited you to this event. So how is she a op? Okay, and then you want to say she up here, don't act like a friend, but she was the one that unfollowed you. So I'm confused on where she was going with this whole thing. You're upset about it, unfollow, and then it came to dinner like you was cool. Okay, only for you to end up being the op for real. So who's really up here acting like a friend, a fan, and an op? It's giving you, Kira, more than it's giving Robin to me. Okay, so Robin says that she has no issues with Q and she has no issues when it comes to Kira. Crystal was trying to address Kira and then says that she thinks that she was beautiful and all. So when Crystal is trying to talk to Kira, she sees how it feels for somebody to be interrupting her because Robin continues to interrupt her. So Crystal comes over to Rob and then tells her she was rude AF to Kira, right? So when she comes over, Robin is like, girl, I want to talk. Like, girl, go over there and sit down in your green chair. Like, go over there. She was like, no, because you was rude as fuck to Crystal. I mean, you was rude as fuck to Kira. And it's like, go sit your ass down. You wasn't trying to have her back now. So then now you're trying to come over here to talk to her, to continue to not have her back. And then sit up here and tell this woman that Rob was disrespectful to her or that, yeah, Rob was rude or disrespectful to Kira. When Kira was up here being disrespectful to this woman, bringing up her age first. And then bringing up the issue about being unfollowed. Girl, sit down. So Rob said she just said whatever she wanted to say to me and you didn't even say anything. Like, did you even defend me? She said, go sit back down in your green chair. Crystal says, oh, you guys don't want me to get triggered. And I said, girl, shut your ass up. Okay, trigger your ass to a seat. I was so tired of hearing about this term triggered. It's giving you being triggered. It's giving you're the one that's triggered, Crystal. You're triggered by your own friend, that so much so that you have to make sure that you son her in your office and remind her of how she plays and how she is with other women. Okay. It's giving you're the one that's really triggered. Girl, I cannot. What else? Then she gonna come around and bump her ass all on Robin's head. And I'm like, why didn't you go the other way? Even if Kira was sitting in your seat, you should have went the other way and told Kira ass to go sit her ass in her seat where she originally was. Okay, putting your ass all on this lady head. I can't. So then Kira and Robin, they still go back and forth. And Robin asks Kira, like, how old is she? Here go Crystal. Rob, stop. Don't do that. Stop. Bitch, I am responding, okay, to what this little girl is saying to me. And you're telling me to stop? Try her. Tell her to stop. Don't tell me to stop. Because if she wasn't saying anything, it would be nothing to respond to. Okay? Get your girl. Okay? While you over here trying to be fake and play nice with everybody and stuff like that. Yeah. Go get your girl. So, and then the other thing is, how you gonna tell her to stop and ask her why she keep bringing up age when Kira was the one to bring it up first? Kira brought up age. So we're going to bring up age. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you about the same age as my children. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to play with you, little girl. Okay? So that's where we at with that. Girl, I can't. Kira talking about something, she not upset, but you are. You're upset. Robin tells Crystal to not tell her to stop because she doesn't know what she don't know what team she playing on. I agree with Robin. Girl, you don't know what team you playing on. She says she over here trying to act like she being a fake friend and stuff, but the whole time she over here adding gas to the situation. Robin says we're arguing over Instagram and a misunderstanding. Q says it's not a misunderstanding, but it's a full lunch of a real estate firm. I said, and a misunderstanding. Okay. And a misunderstanding on your part. Right. So then, what else? I feel like, again, like I said, it's a misunderstanding because you understood and expected your quote unquote friend to actually house your stuff for free without having the conversation with her to do it for free. Okay. And then when she goes and say, no, I'm not going to do it for free, you're going to have to pay me. Then you want to get mad. Yikes. So then Q, I feel like you absolutely make no sense when you say this. Okay. You said, I have enough respect for you to know that this is a convo that we could talk about later, but you did not have no respect for her a few minutes ago. So why now? Now you want to say you have enough respect for her, but when you came to the event, you came to the dinner with a focus on saying no. Okay. So whatever she said, you wasn't here for it, but now all of a sudden you want to say that you have enough respect for her to have the conversation later. Yikes. Then you say that you weren't, you said we aren't going to act like it didn't happen. No one said that it did not happen. No one said it didn't happen. But you also acting like you talked to her about her housing your stuff for free too. Okay. So how's she gonna assume that? Yeah, that didn't add up for me. Okay. What else? Crystal keeps saying that Rob is triggered. Right? If you know that your friend has mental issues, why continue to tell a person that they're triggered? If you know how your friend is and you know that she's triggered or whatever, or it's easy to get, why keep telling her that she's triggered? And even if she is triggered, I feel like she has a right to be triggered. Kira got disrespectful as hell with her. And it was really unknowns to unknown to Miss Robin. I feel like when it came to Q, she probably had a little inkling, but when it came to Kira, she didn't know anything about it. Like this coming so left field. Now, I would expect when it comes to business or whatever, I would expect Q to have the energy that Kira had. But Kira had all of this energy for Robin over a damn unfollow and Instagram, an app that neither one of them own. Like, I don't, it's not adding up. Okay. What else? Yeah. And that was really it. I just felt like, and even if she is triggered, she has a valid reason to be triggered. So what's up? Right. So let me see what you guys are over here saying in the comments. Unfortunately, Crystal is the reason Robin doesn't like being friends with women. She just realized it too late with Crystal. Crystal was wrong in trying to provide the bear. I would never want to do business with Crystal after watching this. Seems like Crystal thought her friend would be an easy target for the cameras. Crystal is trying to trigger Robin so that she will act a fool and then shade her about it. And Robin hitting Crystal for what now? Robin hit Crystal? Robin needs to keep her hands to herself, though. It's not becoming of a woman of her accomplishments and level of success. If she did hit her, definitely keep your hands to her, your damn self. But remind me, guys, because I don't even remember when she put her hands on it. So remind me, please. Crystal and Robin both went to therapy and using the tools they learned there to antagonize one another. Ooh, yikes. Crystal was being the puppet master throughout the whole dinner. Girl, we hate to see it. We hate to see it. Crystal is clearly jealous of Robin. I don't understand. Boss Kiana says that's right. I said that when she used whatever her mental state was at the time to say whatever she wants to people with no regard. Excuse me. And there's that. Leave her event and then came to her event with a vendetta against the host. They shouldn't have come without ironing out their differences first. That would have been great. That would have been great if she would have, if Kiana would have at least tried to have a sit down with Robin before coming. But we know based on that, Kiana was really focused on embarrassing Robin. Okay. And turning her event different and trying to get all of the ladies on her one accord to not do it, to not be a part of whatever it is that Robin has planned. They were all antagonizing Robin, but Robin needs to grow up. And if you can't control your reactions, then leave. I disagree with that. What reactions do she need to control when we see people blatantly disrespecting her and she only responding? It ain't like she hauled off and slapped nobody or hit nobody. You know what I'm saying? She was just giving them what they was giving her back. This lady said that she was old. So she said, you're right. You're my child. I'm more experienced than you with my old ass. Yeah, So I don't understand which reaction you're referring to, Brittany. Crystal needs to stop playing with Robin because Robin will not hesitate to swing on her. Ooh, let's hope he don't get that far. I would have to walk away from Crystal because I'd be in jail. She is very triggering, right? And imagine that. Imagine your job doing something to you. It ain't even got to be your job, but just imagine somebody stealing something from you and you upset about the fact that they stole your purse. Imagine one of your friends taking your purse or something, and then, or anybody, and then they turn around and tell you triggered because they took your purse. Like, first of all, don't tell me that, and then you the one that's over here contributing to it. So why would you do that? Right? I just don't understand. She seems like Crystal thought her friend would be an easy target for the camera. I'm triggered with the use of the word triggered. Exactly. Girl, y'all need to retire that word. Crystal used the word triggered to escape accountability. Come on, to escape accountability. That is it, 1000%. She uses that word to escape accountability. Yes, she does. And now she over here trying to profit off the shirt, which confirms to me that her and Robin can't be friends. They can't be friends. Not everyone is upset with Robin, just Kira for an unfollow and Q for her not doing business for free. It's entitled. She was deflecting, so Kira would ask why she unfollowed her too. Ooh, you talking about Crystal was deflecting? And then she was giving this full bullshit before she got to the answer of saying, oh, I think you're this, I think you're that, oh, I think you're beautiful when I first followed you. Like, we never got to hear her real answer. Ooh, come on with the deflection, honey. Robin stood up like, where she did, and I loved it. Kira just said, I'll sugar honey iced tea on you. And Robin is disrespectful. Correct. Kira just said that, girl, I'll shit on you. And then turned around, put her head to the back, okay, of the lady, and then just want to act like she. And I'm like, girl, you really thought you did something. Girl, give me your plate. You don't even need to eat. Get up from the table. Get up, because you really thought that you really did something in this moment. You didn't. Kira shouldn't overreact. Just promote the business on everything except IG. If you unfollow someone, then later on ask me for something, you don't think I'd want to know what the unfollow was about? I mean, you ain't got to come aggressively. Like, hey, you unfollow me. Like, what was that about? Did you mean to do that? Or what was that about? Like, did I do something? Like, you ain't have to come to nobody aggressively. And sometimes, like, I know I've unfollowed people. Who I've unfollowed, girl, I don't remember. If I've unfollowed you 3 or 4 years ago, I'm probably not going to remember that I unfollowed you. So remind me, right? But the fact that she did invite her, it is like, well, I would at least think that you would remember her in particular that you unfollowed. And then it's like, why did you unfollow her? Okay. But I mean, she's still trying to bring her in on a business deal. So what's wrong with that? I just feel like how Kira approached that situation was wrong to me. There's a way to ask somebody about why they unfollowed you instead of coming with all this aggression and then then you was throwing shade at the lady over and unfollow, talking about she only sell properties in one building. Like, where you selling properties at, girl? So it was shady. Like, as much as y'all don't want to be Team Robin or whatever, and that's fine. I'm not seeing it like that. Girl, Kira is a child, and the fire story is Dr. Umar suspicious. She better be. What? She do better being quiet. Gotcha. Kira thinks she all that, and I don't like her. Ooh, when has Robin been a fan of Kira? She obviously ran out of something to say. Everyone is not upset with Robin for no reason. Robin is not innocent. We are seeing the new Robin. Maybe the old Robin may have been a jerk. I mean, you could have a point there, Brittany. She could have definitely been a jerk. But I also feel like, is it not okay for people to grow? And that makes me think about Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac. I couldn't stand Monique on Potomac. So it doesn't mean that she can't grow, and I end up liking her when I see her on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm sorry, Love and Marriage DMV. Same thing could be with Robin. She could have been a jerk or whatever. But is it not okay for her to grow? And I feel like Robin would have better handled that conversation with Kira as she was trying to do in the beginning. Had Kira not continued to go left with the conversation and getting upset over an unfollow. Okay, an unfollow that's not going to pay you, but I'm bringing something to the table that's going to pay you and aligning you with other women and pulling together other connections, networks, and anything else. Okay, finances, whatever. I'm pulling together some other things for you to grow in business, but you're over here focused on the unfollow. Girl, if you're so pressed about the unfollow, here's my phone. Types in Kira, boom, follow. Girl, we're following each other now. Are you happy? Okay, I don't know what else to like. It is what it is. Probably because the older real estate agents look down on the new people like Kira. Kira is she's giving Alexis, so I see why over there on Selling Tampa, why they might look down, but there are a lot of new ones that be on their stuff, I have to say. It's giving, I had expectation of a person I didn't even know. It's a little cray. Ooh. Robin is full of SHI. She is overly emotional. And before you go in business with people, you have to make sure the relationships are right first. Great idea, but with some of the wrong people. Maybe with some of the wrong people. And I feel like that's probably why she had some of the sit down to bring, to the ladies the ideas. But I don't think she expected to be like clowned or, you know what I'm saying? Or, addressed in that manner. She probably thought those things were going to happen one-on-one. And because she wants this, I don't think that she's not willing to have the conversations to develop, better relationships with these ladies as they continue to go into business, right? I don't think that that's something she's not open to, but possibly, just not expecting that to happen at the time. That's how you can tell she's been gossiping about Robin. It was too much energy for just that unfollow. She's been influenced by Kiana and Crystal. I was trying to give Crystal the benefit of the doubt as you just not have good delivery. But this episode changed my mind. Robin has her issues, but Crystal was foul. Crystal wants to be the centerpiece of the show. It's like she wants to be viewed as the cool one by all of them. So she double talks. Ooh, yikes. And she's not the centerpiece of the show. She's starting to make Robin the centerpiece of the show. Robin is not good friends to Crystal. When they were in the park, Robin told Crystal she didn't want to be her friend in the beginning. That was unnecessary, very unnecessary, very unnecessary. I didn't like how she tried to dismiss the friendship that they had because she was upset, right? But I also didn't like Crystal dismissing the best way to apologize instead of just laughing in your friend's face. Right. I like Robin, but she and Crystal are the same, which is probably why they were friends. Neither of them know how to apologize or take accountability for their actions. Okay. Okay. Robin looks good, but Kira has a point. Some old people hate on younger people in the biz. I guess I don't think that's all of them, but I don't think. I mean, she brought the young woman to the table to do business, so I don't know what kind of hate she had to bring this woman to the table to want her to be a part of the business. I feel like if she really was hating or didn't think she was that of value, she would have never invited her. I've unfollowed, unfriended many folks that I still like in real life, but I don't want their stuff on my timeline. Is that a problem? Is this a younger people thing? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a problem. It was a big deal to Kira for being unfollowed. I followed Kira and her IG is childish too, and I unfollowed. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. I think she unfollowed her because Crystal didn't want to throw her under the bus. What? I think she unfollowed her because Crystal didn't want to unthrow. Unfollowed who? I got a little confused on that one now. They should have compassion for Robin. However, she was using that as an excuse to why she did what she did, just like the algorithm comment. She was using what as an excuse? The algorithm comment was definitely like, girl, shut up. That is not no damn algorithm. That's you physically unfollowing her. Do you just not remember why you don't follow her? But I also feel like, tell her why, like, I mean, what she finna do is your IG page. Yeah, I unfollowed you. Your page wasn't given. Your page was not where my mental was at the time. I was not interested in seeing some of the stuff you talk about. Like, back like a few years ago, I probably was in this space of being on IG where all I wanted to see was talk about dudes ain't SHI, or I've been through this, I've been through that. Girl, I have evolved from that space. I don't want to see this shit. So you might get unfollowed if that's all you're talking about. Okay. All right. If you always talking about people sliding you every single post, fake this, fake that, it's like, ma'am. See, listen, you doing more talking to social media than you talking to your damn therapist. We're gonna have to unfollow here. Okay. The buck is gonna stop here. Okay. Let me go ahead and get you up out. All right. No big issue. All right. It's just that I'm not where you at right here. Okay. And your stuff for some reason keeps showing up on my time. All right. So the buck stops here with you. Right. Just own it and explain why you need me now. Ooh. Right. Robin has got to know some of them ladies do not know or like her, so she should have done some vetting first. True. I have to agree with that too. Y'all got a point on that, because it's like, don't let Crystal. Now, at first, I kind of saw like, okay, it's not bad for Crystal to go do it. But now I'm seeing how Crystal is. It's like Crystal should not have been the one to go round up these ladies. You should have been the person to break the ice. Yes, Jamie, the negative post and always saying people are horrible is too much to see on a regular basis. Yeah, I'm just not at that place. Like, I would have just. So I wonder if that's the place that Miss Kira was at, especially when her man broke up. And maybe Robin was just like, I'm not. Or if it's like Robin probably following people that do real estate, but that's not what you're showing on your page. Okay? Gotta go. But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, now we talking about it. I want to know the reason now. What was the reason? Robin has got to, oh no, I think I read that one. Not your page is not giving, girl, if it's not giving. Yes, the trigger t-shirts are tacky and lame. See, it's giving attention seeking for me. I hate it. What happened to Crystal explanation for unfollowing? It got overshadowed by Robin talking. And instead of Crystal telling Robin to really be quiet like she was telling her to do every other time when other folks was talking, okay, and finishing up her statement, she decided to get up and go over there to go to Robin's side, and then call Robin out for saying, being disrespectful to Kira or rude to Kira. Yes, whoever said she was deflecting to avoid from having to explain her side of the story, you was 1000% right. I do not see it for Crystal right now. Yeah, she should have talked to them first. Instead of sending Crystal on to do it, she should have just broke the ice. Especially, like, y'all saw how they argued last week. And then how Crystal tried to smooth it over. First, she laughed in her face and then said, so are you going to have this meeting with the ladies or not? Right? I'm going to go talk to them myself. Like, nah, I'll think about it. I would tell her, I'll think about whether I'm going to get them together. And then I probably would have went to each one of them individually. Like, hey, can we talk? Okay, let's have a conversation. But yeah, no. I feel like this situation, I think Robin and Crystal aren't going to be friends. And I feel like Robin's going to start sending her business over to Tiffany. Especially since Tiffany understands her with the anxiety and the mental stuff and everything. Yeah. If Crystal is selling I'm Triggered t-shirts, that alone proves she isn't a friend. No friend will make $1 with you being the butt of the joke. Hear me out. Hear me out. And then laughing in your face because you the butt of a joke. Whew, yeah, that's some messed up stuff there. I'm sorry, but I have a hard time envisioning these ladies working under one conglomerate. Too many egos involved, and they're all bosses individually. May have a point. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. But I also see that there's nothing wrong if Robin starts small. You don't need all these ladies. I know the idea is grand, but it's nothing wrong with building to that and just starting where you are now. So if Tiana is down and you can bring her an idea that makes sense, and I feel like if Tiana is down, Tiffany's going to be down. So then you got y'all three right there. Okay, and then just grow with whatever network that y'all immediately have, and just go from there. You don't need everybody. And it may be best to probably do Tiana and Tiffany because you ain't got no past issues with them and they get it to know you, right? And I also want Robin to stop doing this. Robin, I want you to stop. Even if Crystal did throw it back up in your face, which she did, you still said it. So you gave her something else to say. Stop saying that you don't have good relationships with women or you don't play well or whatever it was you said to her in your past. As in your present and moving forward, you need to remove that from your conversation because the more you say that, that's the more that you're going to experience that. Not having great relationships with women. So you need to mind your words, especially if you want your company to be successful and you want this to be an all Black women company. You're going to have to cut that out. Okay? Yeah. So there's that. The side note, when I saw Tiffany with her son driving, I thought about Jizzy and Grace trying to drive too. I feel like he did a much better job, child. Hey Jamie, I'm late, but I'm gonna catch the playback. But I will say I'm triggered after after seeing this episode. Hilarious. Thanks so much for watching, Kimberly. I appreciate that. And for being a channel member. Thank you. Robin and Crystal shouldn't be friends. They shouldn't. Now, I don't think they will be much longer. If it were me and you called me triggered, watch me not show you triggered. Robin let Crystal play her. Okay. I probably will show you triggered because if you keep calling me triggered and you see that I'm upset, then I'm going to get more upset with you. Okay. So if you feel like I'm triggered, let me make sure I give you more of a reason for you to believe that what you're saying is facts. Okay. I don't know. And I think it also probably depends on who's saying it to me and what the situation is about. Because sometimes I'm either one or two ways. I'm either cussing you the fuck out, or I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you, right? And then I'm gonna write you off. So yeah, very lame. Making money of your friends, emotional triggers, not cool. Robin needs to learn self-control, putting your hands on. Y'all remind me, I'm gonna go back and watch the episode because that's not cool. That's not cool. Was it on the first or the second? Because I missed Robin putting her hands on Crystal. And I just don't think that's cool. Like, you can disagree with your friend. You could not like what they're saying. But I just feel like that's just going too far. Putting your hands on your so-called best friend is unacceptable. First of all, I need them to delete the term best out of their friendship. Delete the best, because that's not what y'all are. Y'all are not. Y'all definitely have a love-hate relationship with each other. Okay, Robin hit Crystal after like the 5th time she mentioned your trigger. Oh, dang. I was typing. I didn't see that. I'm going to go back and rewind it, though. I'm going to go back and see that because that's not cool. I don't think she should put her hands on that lady. Nah, because then I feel like you feed it more into the fact that you're not stable mentally. Okay? No, ma'am. Yes, Jamie, the negative post that I always in. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I have been in here for over an hour and a half. I hope you all have enjoyed the content all the same. Okay. Thanks for joining me today on Ladies Who List and earlier on Ready to Love. If you have not seen that review, go ahead and, check that review out as well. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you're not already subscribed, please feel free to do so. Okay. At this time, I'm Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.